Hello everyone. Today we will be going through the getting started with ESP32 assignment. So click on this and the blog opens up. So main objectives of this assignment is one to install the Miniconda distribution for Python. Then we would be installing Thorny in the Python environment. So Thorny, we'd be using Thorny to download to flash MicroPython firmware onto ESP32, and then finally working with the interpreter to start coding with Python on the ESP32. So before we go ahead with the assignment, just go through the resources once and also click on the review. And here you can go through the pinouts and also the datasheet of the ESP32 board. So to start the assignment, just click on the ESP32 setup and installation. Click on the tutorial for Miniconda. Here we have detailed instructions on how to go about your installation. If you think Miniconda is too small, and you can go ahead with an Anaconda distribution too, but Miniconda would be enough. So first you need to download Miniconda. For that, go onto this link. So once you click this link, if you have a Windows 64, then you can go ahead, or you can just go onto the website and choose the appropriate distribution for you. Once your download starts, like so, download is finished. So let's go back. Yeah. So once the download is finished, just click on the file, click next, agree. Make sure you select all users, click next, yes, next. Make sure register Miniconda 3 as a system Python 3.10 or 3.9, whatever version you have here is checked, and then click on install. But since Miniconda is already installed on my device, I would just go ahead and cancel it. Yes. After the installation, go to your start and press on CMD and click run as an admin. Yes. Once you open up CMD, just copy this command here and paste it here. So what this basically does is that this updates your the conda comments like Miniconda to all the latest this thing. So like you'll be up to date basically. So once you run it, so it'll take some time. Press Y. Yes. Now you can see that it's all done. So you can go ahead and close this. Go back to your page. Do that. So go back. Once you're done with installation of Miniconda, so the next thing what we have to do is install Thorny. Uh, Open PowerShell. Make sure you run as an administrator. Yes. Next, you can just copy paste this command. So before you do this, just make sure you have the Anaconda installed on your device. So for this, you can just go and press conda dash capital V, and then if you get the version information, that means that Anaconda or Miniconda has been installed on your device. So for the next step, just as I said, just copy paste this. Center. The installation will start. It probably won't be taking much of your time. So since all the packages have already been installed on my device, it said that all like it's giving me a prompt saying that all of have been installed already. But if they haven't been, uh, you will get a prompt asking you to continue yes or no. So just press Y and enter, and then it will do that for you. Next, we would be doing pip install ESP to Thorny. Sorry, Thorny. may take some time for it to install. So now the installation has been done. So the next, try to plug in your ESP32 onto your PC and let check whether you're able to detect it or not. Let me just plug it. So let's go to device manager, and on the ports. So here you can clearly see that it says Silicon Labs C USB to UART bridge. So this means that my ESP32 has been connected. So once this is done, like, and if your PC has been like is unable to detect the device, make sure you're using the proper cable, because sometimes you could be using a power cable instead of a data cable. So that happened to me. So make sure that you use the proper cable to connect it. And even after that, if you're not able to if your PC is not able to detect it, just make sure all the proper device drivers have been installed. So we have a tutorial for that too. You can just go ahead and follow this. So once you're done with this, now that the Tawny has been installed, our next step is to flash the ESP32 firmware for MicroPython onto the ESP32. For this, first click on the firmware link provided here. Make sure you download the nightly builds, the latest one of the nightly builds. So make sure you know the location of where it's been downloaded. So once that is done, just open up Tawny, go to Tools, Options, go to the Interpreter tab, and make sure you select MicroPython ESP32 and plug your ESP32 and make sure, like, so it's not here. Let's cancel this. Again, go to Tools, Options. So yeah, so as you can see here, the right compose has been selected. Now click on Install or Update MicroPython, select the right port, click on Browse and select the proper downloaded file, open, click on Install. Now that you can see that it says done, so you can just close it, click on OK. And once you get this message saying that, description of the MicroPython version means that it's been flashed, you can go ahead and click help. Will give you basic commands. Our next step here is to download VS Code and set up PyMaker extension for you to start running Python scripts on the ESP32. For that, click on the link on the fourth point here provided. So once you do that, get this. So I already have VS Code downloaded and installed, but if you don't have it, just click on this link here, and just depending on your device, choose one and just follow it. So like VS Code, the official website, has good documentation on how to like install and like all the steps for you to do so. Once you install VS Code, may once you install VS Code, just open it up. So I already have it open here. So once you open and go on to the, so it generally probably having the Explorer app open, and then just go to the extensions tab. On the extensions tab, if you click on if you just search PyMaker, you'll get a PyMaker preview option. Go ahead and install it, and so once you install PyMaker app, come back again. So let's open up code. So here you would be getting a PyMaker tab here. So once you open the tab, click on the plus symbol. So that basically helps you create. So you can choose your path, say folder, enter. So I would go choose empty, yes, and then go ahead and connect your ESP32 device. So once you sell again, so Make sure your device is connected. So my device is not connected, so I had a problem. So I'll just go here. Yes, here's this folder. Enter empty project. Select select the board. Okay. Once you do it, see, as you can see here, then go back to the Explorer tab, and here you would see a boot.py, main.py, and pymaker.conf JSON file. So go on to the boot.py and then just copy the code given here, paste, save it, and then unplug your ESP device, plug it back in, go to the PyMaker app, and make sure that so choose the correct project among the ones you have. So my project was empty project with the six soldiers, so I would just go ahead and connect it. Once you connect it, you should be able to see once you actually, as soon as you connect the device, you should be able to see that the LED starts blinking. And so I'll just go ahead and disconnect it, close this. And so your next step would be to make sure that the LED flashes twice the rate. So flashes at twice the rate. And then also make sure that you're able to show us on Thorny. So I'll just show you. So just open up Thorny. So do the same thing here. Copy the code and make sure first your device is connected. Here you can see that it shows in the interpreter tab. Here you can show that MicroPython ESP32 module with ESP32. So basically it is connected. So I just go ahead and paste the code here, run it, and for me to stop, go back to the terminal and just Control C. That should stop it. And if I should start it again, that's it. Thank you. It should look something like this. Thank you.